Hey, hi, hey, how's it going? I'm Mr. Shrum, and I'm back again with another anatomy lesson walkthrough. And now we're going to look at the anatomy of arteries and veins. We talked about the heart last time. Now we're going to look at the arteries and veins. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so blood vessels we talked about last time. Those are the vessels that carry blood to and away from the heart. The types of blood vessels include arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, veins. These blood vessels are connected to one another and allow blood to circulate through the body. Each type of blood vessel has different characteristics that allow it to serve its primary function. Arteries and veins are the largest blood vessels, and they are both composed of three layers, or tunics. We have the tunica externa, the tunica media, and the tunica intima. Now, what do those mean? Well, externa, think of external. It's the outermost layer and is composed of connective tissue. The tunica externa is also known as the adventitia. Tissia. Yeah, I like the way that kind of sounds. The tunica media is the middle layer. Media, middle. And it's composed of smooth muscle. So we have the externa, that is made of connective tissue. This one, the media, the middle layer is smoother. And this smooth muscle is controlled by the medulla oblongata in the brain. And that instructs it to either dilate or constrict. And lastly, we have the tunica intima. It's the innermost, it's the most intimate inside layer, and it's composed of two parts, the endothelium and the elastin. The endothelium, is the inner portion of the tunica intima. It is a single layer of cells that line the entire cardiosystem. Inside the heart, this layer is known as the endocardium. The endothelium cells help keep blood from seeping outside the blood vessels, and it also helps prevent blood clots. So it keeps the blood inside the vessels, and it also helps blood not bunch up and prevent other blood from flowing as well. Then we have the basal lamina, lamina, and that is the supportive layer that helps to separate endothelium cells from the cells of other tissues in the body. Elastin is the outer portion of the tunica intima. That is composed of elastic fiber. So think of elastin, elastic, and that allows the vessels to be flexible. So think of the way a rubber band is able to stretch in certain ways. That is kind of how the outside of the vessel works, the tunica intima. Now, let's examine each one individually. Arteries are the muscular walled vessels that carry blood away from the heart. Because arteries receive blood straight from the heart, there's a lot of pressure when the heart pumps. Therefore, large arteries must be elastic and muscular. This allows arteries to bulge when the heart contracts, recoil when the heart relaxes. Bulge when it contracts, recoil when the heart relaxes. And this action produces a smoother blood flow. Therefore, large arteries have a thicker tunica media created by external elastic membrane, thicker smooth muscle layer, internal elastic membrane. And looking at those, the smaller arteries are less elastic and they retain a more constant diameter. So their size, they're so small that they can get away with not being as elastic and maintaining the same shape of diameter. Arterioles are small arteries that connect to capillaries. And these do not have a tunica externa. They do not have the outermost layer. Therefore, the outer layer in arterioles are the tunica media, comprised of those smooth muscle cells. Capillaries are the one-cell thick microscopic vessels that function to exchange nutrients and waste material between blood and tissue. Since capillaries are only one layer thick, they are essentially endothelium. They have no muscle, no elastin, and no valves. So they only have one layer. Venules are small veins that carry blood from the capillaries to the veins. Venules do not have a tunica media or valves. Venules are composed of the tunica externa and endothelium of the tunica intima. So they're the smaller veins. And then we have veins. Those are vessels that carry blood back to the heart. And what distinguishes them is the tunica intima layer. And that creates one-way valves. The valves help to keep the blood moving towards the heart. Blood is pumped through the veins by the respiratory pump and the muscular pump. And those pumps, the respiratory pump is created by the pressure changes in the thorax because of your breathing. So your breathing allows your body to pump blood in a certain direction. And we also have the muscular pump that is created by the contracting and relaxing of nearby skeletal muscle. This is the primary pump for the veins. The blood vessels create a network to deliver blood from the heart to the body and then back to the heart. Here we go. Heart, arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, veins. Back to the heart. And that is the end of the anatomy for arteries and veins. And I think we'll wait until next time to look at the principal arteries and principal veins of the body in one go. But until next time, have a good one, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Bye.